Alright, grade 11, page 174, activity 10, number 6. We are going to do that little activity where we have to fix code that exists. It's always the most difficult thing to do, is to look at the existing code and to fix it. But what they're talking about is here, number 6b, it asks you to find, it tells you that this algorithm will not find the smallest element in the array. So how are we going to find the smallest element of an array? Well, there's an algorithm where you set the first box to the smallest and then you go and check all the others and compare it against that. So this algorithm is actually wrong. Okay, first of all, should be less than. This is the copy of the algorithm from the textbook, by the way. To find the smallest item in an array. So what we're going to do is just run the program and show you what we've got so far. Okay, I'm just deleting all of this because, well, not delete, putting in comments. What we've got so far, we have an array of 15 numbers and a random number from 1 to 100 has been added into each box of this array called AR numbers. Okay, running the program. When we click the button, there's the 15 numbers from 1 to 100. Each number is randomly selected by the process and put into the array called AR numbers. So now we're going to go find the smallest one. So basically, no, we're not going to use the algorithm that was given to us. They say we must fix it. Well, what I'm going to do is, instead of how are we going to adapt the code? Well, first of all, we're changing that to less than. We're not going to use this, and Rx can be the smallest value. So if our smallest number is 1, okay, or 0, or anything small, or you could make it equal to the first box of the array. Sometimes making it equal to the first box of the array is not a bad idea, so I'm going to do that. And I'm changing that Rx to I smallest. I'm not going to use Rx because that's stupid. I like I smallest. Okay. So the smallest is going to be equal to the first box, and then we're going to go through every other box. Okay, and we'll say for R count equals 2 to 15. Remember that there's 15 items in this array called AR numbers. There it is, declared there at the top. Smallest is going to be our smallest one, but we set it to the first item in the array, and then we find out if AR numbers R count is less than smallest. I smallest, then let's go away. R smallest is equal to AR numbers R count. That's it. Nothing more complicated than that. We don't even need begin and end here because we're only doing one thing in that if statement. Okay. So what does it do? Well, okay, let's go and have a look at an array of numbers. This was stuff from another lesson, so I'll just delete that quickly. Sorry about that. Let's say you have all of these numbers in your array, okay? Those ones, they're not there. Okay, so there's 12. But what you do is you take your first one, okay, and you make that equal to the smallest. So we say smallest equals 5. Fine. Then you go through each one. Is that less than smallest? Yes, it is. So smallest is actually now 0. And by the way, you can't get smaller than 0. So let's go put a 6 in there just to be funny, okay? So smallest 6 is not smaller. 9 is not smaller. No, next one, next one, next one. Smallest is now 4. So you see we're going through each one. And then we go to the next box. Smallest is now 3. And so it goes on. No, that's not smallest, that's equal. Is 2 smallest than 3? No, 5 is not equal to 3. Our smallest is now 3, and 5 is greater than 3. So we're comparing each one with whatever smallest is. Going down the line, complete each one until we get to the last one. We don't use a while loop, we're using a for loop. We're going to go through every single one. So box number 3 is that, and as soon as we say, as soon as we find that it is smallest, if an item in an array is less than our smallest, then we say our new smallest now, our smallest equal to that item. Okay, so that's what we're doing. And then here in the display, you say red display, the smallest item is, and whatever it is. Okay, so that is the code to find the smallest value in an array of numbers. So if you want in your answer, you can just write out this code. I will put it into the data files for this activity. Let's go and check it. We need to check our code, eh? Button click. Smallest element is 7. There it is. So that's that done. Yeah. So basically, for that activity, for number 6, all you need to do is write down this code and memorize how to find the smallest item in an array. Okay.